Hey guys, this is SquidLid. I'm going to be playing Everlasting Summer, the new game I found on Steam. And it's actually, I think, a Russian game originally, but you can play it in English and Spanish. Let's begin, guys. Information. New game. Dear Pioneer, you're on the verge of a wondrous discovery. The doors of the most wonderful places in the world, our favorite camp, Sylvina, have opened before you. You'll remember this session for the rest of your life. Welcome. I was having that dream once again. That dream. Same thing every night. It's all forgotten in the morning as usual. Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of memories will remain in a gate, half open, but will invite me somewhere. The two frozen stone pioneers standing close by. And also that strange girl. She keeps asking me. Will you come with me? Oh. But where? Why? And where am I anyway? Of course, if it all happened in real life, I would certainly have been scared. Well, what else would one expect to feel? But this is just a dream. Same one I see every night. There must be a reason. You don't have to know where or why to realize something is happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Since everything that surrounds me here is real. As real as things in my own flat. I could open the gate, hear the hinges creaking, bushes, brushing the crumbling rust away with my hand, inhale the fresh cool air and shiver from the cold. I could do that. I would need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream. I understand that, but what of it? What does my understanding change? Because here, just like on the other side of the cracked screen of an old TV, it struggles to fight against the static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. But the picture is getting blurry. I must be looking at it. Maybe I should ask her something. The girl. What's her name? About the stars, for instance. Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gate. Yes, the gate. She would be so surprised. Or better, why the dot over I was called a title. For the dot over a J was called a 7-foot dot. Nice letters. As if they don't exist anymore. So, why do letters, gates, and stars have to do with this place? Maybe even if I'm having this dream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see a magnificent cloud, as if I'd end up in the southern hemisphere. In a dream, there are small things that catch your attention, and a natural color of grass, impossible curves of straight lines, or your own distortion and reflection, while the real danger, which could put an end to everything right here and now, seems trivial. Natural, since here cannot die. I know it for sure. I've done it 100 times. Since you cannot die, isn't it living? I should ask the girl. She's been looking. She would know. Yes, exactly. I should ask her about the owl, for example. One strange bird it is. Though it doesn't matter. Will you come with me? And every time I have to answer, it's the only way, otherwise the dream will never end, and I will never wake up. But every time it's so hard to decide on the answer. Where am I? What am I doing? Who is she? And why does so much of my life depend on this answer? Or maybe it doesn't. It's just a dream after all. Just a dream. This is weird. Keyboard. Is that Lazy Town? That's fucking Lazy Town, girl. Actually, I heard that she became a prostitute. Anyway. The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. That's fucking Lazy Town. I swear to God. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, that it had feelings to love and suffer. As if in our relationship, the screen wasn't an instrument. It was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and textured. There's some truth in that. Probably because the computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. Damn. Anonymous image boards and chats from time to time, rarely ICQ or Jabber, and forums even more rarely. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. Okay. What happened? Oh, I probably pressed this thing. All of them simply creations of its sick imagination, an error in the source code or kernel bug, which started living a life on its own. I feel like everything looks fake, and then that light looks too realistic. Anyway. If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy, and psychologists would surely give me a bunch of sophisticated diagnoses, and maybe write me a doctor's referral into a glowing bin. A small apartment with no sign of repair or any semblance of order in it, and always the same view outside of the window on the gray megalopolis running somewhere day and night. Such the conditions of my life. But of course, it didn't start out like this. I was born, went to school, and finished it, like all the others. I was accepted at a university where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well. Sometimes I was even getting decent money for it. But I all felt like it was not mine. As if taking from another man's biography. I was living life to its fullest. I wasn't living life to its fullest. It was breathing over and over in monotonous circles. like the movie Groundhog Day. Uh, anyway, it's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day, and every day repeated itself, the same vicious spiral. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. For the last few years, I just sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes there was a mineral job, sometimes my parents helped me. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly leave my home, and my communications with others almost exclusively consist of online correspondence with the anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. So in brief, a quite typical life is quite typical and antisocial person of his time. Kind of Donnie Darko on a minor scale, without doomsday related revision. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me, and will become a contemporary classic of modern literature. Or I will write one myself. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times, but couldn't even come up with a simple short story. I tried to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw. Programming got bored. Foreign languages takes too much time. The only thing I loved doing was reading. It's like, I would have called myself a scholar. I wouldn't have called myself. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grandmaster of some internet jokes. Same. If I were to get paid for it, I would probably be a happier person, and a richer person too, but I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. Today was another typical day of a typical failure. Typical life. And today is the day when I have to go back to my university junior year. Frankly speaking, I really don't want to. That's the point. Time I spent with them was so short. However, I was persuaded by my friend, my former university mate, and one of the few with whom I kept in touch with other than the internet. Across the bus stop, waiting. Never liked winter. Though hot summer is not my season either. It's just that I see no reason to point out any particular time of year. It doesn't matter much what weather it is outside when you stay home 24/7. The bus today was running late. So late that I was about to curse it all and spend my last few hundred levels for a taxi. The idea of just returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my mind, but there was not a single useful one to seize on. Such a thought that you could bring into existence, give a shape, turn into an idea, and put it into practice. Maybe I could start my own business. But where would I get the money from? Or maybe I could go back to working in an office. No way. Maybe I could try freelancing? What skills do I have? And who'd want me after all? suddenly remember my childhood, or rather, my teen years, when I was 15 to 17 years old. Why exactly those years? No idea. I guess it's just because back then, everything was much more simple. It was easier to make decisions. So complicated now, so simple then. Waking up in the morning, I know exactly how my day was going to pass, and I always eagerly looked forward to the weekend. Then I could get some rest and have time for things I liked, computer, football, going out with friends. And then, at the beginning of the next week, I take up my studies again. Back then, there was no such worrying questions like why, who needs it, what will change if I do it, or what will not change. A simple lifestyle so casual for any normal person, and so odd to myself today. The careless childhood. It was also then that I met my first love. Her appearance and personality have ravished my memory. Only her name remains, like a brief line from a social network profile, along with the feelings that overwhelmed me when I was with her. Affection, tenderness, the desire to take for her, to protect her, to take her. Sadly, it didn't last that long. Today, I can hardly imagine something like that happening. I'd probably like to meet a girl, but I don't know how to start a conversation, what on earth to discuss, and how to attract her. Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time. Well, where could I meet a new one anyway? The sound of an angel brought me back to reality. The blissful road. There was something abnormal about it, but I thought. Then again, it doesn't matter. Only the 410 runs this route. I really do like the art style. Turning left, streetlights pass me by, as if their cold light sparks inside me, trying to ignite feelings long dead. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Because those feelings, they have been living in me for a long time, slumbering and waking up again. The dry room's radio is playing some very familiar tune. I like this song, but I wasn't listening to it. Bitch. I was watching the cars pass by through the fogged-up windows. Because people are always rushing somewhere, crashing something, chasing something they need. Stuck in their own little world, why would they care about mine? They probably have their own serious problems, or maybe they have much easier lives. You can't know for sure, since all people are different. Or are they? Sometimes, someone's actions can easily be predicted, but if you try to look inside his soul, you only see an impenetrable darkness. The Dutch was approaching downtown, and my thoughts were interrupted by a bright city light. Hundreds of billboards, thousands of cars, millions of people. I watched these lights shade, and somehow I got terribly sleepy. My eyes closed for just a moment, and then, well, we're gonna end it here, guys. Like and favorite, subscribe, it mean a lot to me, and thanks for watching.